Hello everybody, now Voltage here. Now, originally I was going to stream this game, and then obviously use the stream recording for the video. But as you can tell from my voice and my lack of enthusiasm, I am sick, very, very sick, and I have been for about a week now. But while I had a day off of work and I'm not feeling like absolute fucking shit, I wanted to make a very small review about how like about Monster Hunter Wilds and how I feel about it. And I will try to do as much as I can without obviously losing my lungs just coughing. But we'll start from the beginning. I did buy this game on day one. Like I said, I was gonna do my last video about it sometime last year. I don't remember. And the beginning, I was able to play without an issue. Obviously, the whole very low frame rates is a thing. But yeah, I think it was after I got into a certain monster, the Lala Barina, the that spider bitch. I was having issues with the games immediately. It was nothing but crashing. Uh, couldn't start the game up because it would crash if I either clicked start game or I was in the main menu fixing my graphics. If I stayed on there for like a minute, so that was always fun. But I think after 3 days of me not being able to play the game, trying to fix it, I finally got it fixed. Apparently, I guess whatever update patch they did, it broke the game even more, so it took even longer to get it fixed. But after 3 days, I finally got it fixed. And I got, I'm still not that far into the game at all. I'm still what the game considers chapter 1, despite the fact that I should be almost done with the second map, which was Scarlet Forest, I believe, is the second map. So I'm still pretty far away. I just now saw what the white wraith looked like. So I'm still like that early in the game. I think I'm only like a few hours into the game, obviously because I'm sick. But yeah, so far I am enjoying this game a lot. Outside this very obvious lack of a good PC port. I'm definitely liking the story a lot. It kind of just feels like a what was it, a much more open world version of Worlds. So I'm definitely enjoying the multiplayer. I'm multiplayer. I never even touched multiplayer. I'm definitely liking the story. The one thing I do enjoy about this game though is the seamless open world. So I don't have to keep clicking on quests just look for a certain monster and hunt that certain monster down. I can go into the open world and hunt that monster down. I am having fun with that. But now, when it comes to respawning them, I do not know how long it takes. I don't know if it's randomized. Because I killed one monster, and within like less than 10 seconds, it already respawned. But then I killed a different monster, and after 2 minutes, it hadn't respawned. So I don't know if it's like a set spawn or if it's like a random spawn when they show up. At one point, I went to the Scarlet Forest and no monsters were respawning. And also, I don't know if that just means that, I'm not far into Scarlet Forest to allow the monsters to spawn in. That could be the fact. Now, difficulty wise, the monsters haven't really been difficult at all, actually. In this gameplay, this is so far the only monster that's gotten my health all the way into the red, which rarely happens. I mean, like, what, most times I would be like, half health, maybe a little higher than that. And this is the only one that I've actually had a slight issue with because of its stupid ass armor that it has. And it just does massive damage. But otherwise, difficulty wise, the game hasn't really been too difficult. Now I know that there are tempered hunts, which is something that I'm just like, I want to just speed run this game just because I really want to do the tempered hunts. I absolutely love tempered hunts, love the challenge, and I think what better armor and weapons, I believe it had like a better rarity if I remember from what was it? Worlds, I believe. Ignore the noise. I'm just trying to get a freaking cough drop. But yeah, I'm definitely trying to speedrun this game because I do in fact really want to get to these separate hunts. Now, originally I didn't know that the temper hunts were in the game. I just found it out earlier, actually, I think like about an hour ago. When I saw that they had a new update for the game, I checked their what was it, community page, forum, something like that. And that's when I saw like so many comments about the tempered hunts. I'm like, oh, tempered hunts. So now I got a thing to go for now. Now, so far I have only played this game single player. I actually have a what's it called? Online single player. I don't. I think. Oh yeah, for the login bonuses, I believe, and just stuff like that. But otherwise, I've been playing single player. Now I know it's once you go to like multiplayer, I believe every extra person makes it basically changes makes its difficulty rise up. If I remember, I don't know if it's like if you just have more than one person, or if every individual person brings up its difficulty level. That I don't necessarily remember. But now going to like traversing, you get this things called sacrets, which are basically birds, and they can traverse everywhere. So they can jump. They can jump up small waterfalls. They can jump up and climb up on vines. Basically, just do parkour. And one thing I do actually like about them is the fact that what am I thinking of? Is that while on them, you can actually eat food, drink a potion, and you can also sharpen your weapons. So we're able to do stuff while on them, and I think the one thing I actually like I think like what the best thing about them actually is the fact that like most Monster Hunter games, you're not stuck to one weapon. Where I think what you have to go to what was it? You're trying to remember. I think it's like the base camp when you go into like the arena, like open world arena, pretty much. To change your weapons out now on these sacreds, you actually can bring a secondary weapon with you, which is what I did. I got my regular weapon, and then I also have a electric weapon with me. Which I think in this gameplay I'm using the regular one. I for it being a water monster, I probably should have switched out to the electric one, but I didn't bother to do that. I just wanted to get past this thing, and this bastard was annoying. But yeah, so far I definitely am enjoying this game. Liking the weapons, which obviously, like I said in the my last video, I'm using the Charge Blade. That's pretty much been the only weapon. Pretty much the only thing about the only weapon I've actually used was the Charge Blade. The game starts you off with the I believe a greatsword. Yeah, I think it was a greatsword. The game starts you off with. I immediately exchanged that. I mean, I changed that immediately to get the Charge Blade. And I just been, stuck with that ever since. Now, I think, like, what, out of all the Monster Hunter games I've played in the past 10 years, I originally was not a Charge Blade user. I actually originally first used the, what was it? History was, Jesus. It was the, dual wields. I believe Monster Hunter, yeah, Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. I believe that was the game that basically had it to where if you use like a special ability on them, it does more damage, but it also takes your health away. It literally kills you. Ever since then, I stopped using it. Went to long swords. Then we jump over to world, and then originally, obviously the long swords, but then I switched to the insect glaive. Used that for a very long time. But then I switched over to the charge blade, and I pretty much been stuck on the charge blade ever since. That's all I've been using ever since that day. I just like the whole. It's a sword and shield, and when you get all full files, you can switch it to an axe and do the elemental damage that is on that weapon. And nothing like what the new thing they have in the combat, which is the weak point exposure stuff. I do like that a lot. Although, like, what my method is when I use that is I'll zoom in and do like a very quick scan, and then zoom back out and continue combat. Because when you do that, you're at a much slower. I think like what you're slower, I believe, or like so like you're a lot easier to hit. Now, usually I always do like a quick scan and just resume combat, and I'll try to use it as little as possible while I'm basically trying to get something withered away. So it helps me do most damage. And I try to get as much like the heads or tails as possible. Especially monsters with tails, because a lot of these monsters will just rip your shit immediately. And I don't personally like that. I think the biggest contender for that was the Alpha I think like Dagashima, something like that. Biggest container of a fuck you with the tail I've ever seen, and I cut it off, and that fucker was still trying to use it. But so far, I am enjoying the the environments. The camera I'm liking a lot. I'm definitely liking the story too. But like I said, this is just a short review because again, as you can hear, I'm seriously not feeling that well. So what I'm probably gonna do actually is play this game, get further into the game. If not, try to beat it, and then when I'm actually, healthy, I'm feeling good, and I have a day off, I'm probably gonna make an actual review of the game itself, not just a small one where I'm slowly dying inside. But that's probably gonna be my plan for a actual review of this game. But yeah, this game is not for everybody. I do have a friend to play Xbox with. He's been slowly trying to get into like different type of games, so he's not just stuck playing like Yu-Gi-Oh! Minecraft. And I recommended because at the time Monster Hunter World and Monster Hunter Rise were on sale like $9 each, or I think $11 with DLC. I told him like just watch my live stream of one of my live streams that I actually do play in live stream World with, and see if it's a game that you would like. It's a game full of grind. I can help you fast grind in these games because I'm already max level in World. Well, I can't say max level, but I'm basically max or like what as high as you can get. Tempered hunts in the world. Beating the behemoth, got the behemoth's weapons and armor sets. I've done everything, did all the events. And I think like what a couple weeks later he says that like a week or two later he said that it's definitely not a game for him, which I understand. It's a different type of game. It's kind of more on grinding, storage management, and as of right now, in this installation of the franchise is world exploration now. Now that this game is seamlessly open world, which is again the one thing I enjoy about the game is the fact that it's fully open world. Definitely liking the whole every map is connected to another map, and each ones are actually big in their own rights. Scarlet Forest is kind of just like small corridors, like very small corridors moving into like big areas that you would use for like monster arenas. While the plains is more like flat out open world. Like there's no real small quarters for monsters. It's just completely, open fields everywhere. So the first map you can basically go wild and just do everything you can. This one you have to have a lot more exploration and find those areas because they're not like close up. They're like not close together. As you can tell, like in this clip, well, like I said in this fight, you basically have to traverse a lot because there's just a fuck ton of water everywhere. But it's definitely a fun fight, but still a fuck you fight in the end because of the fact that I just been taking a lot of damage. Thinking like yeah, because I never gotten that low many times in one fight, or never even gotten low in general. But definitely gonna be playing some more after this. Hopefully beat the game while also not talking so much, so my voice can heal. But yeah, I'll make a new review later on when I'm feeling better. My voice is actually good. And I would just say, uh, definitely comment, how you feel about the game. What your weapons are. Uh, what don't you like about the game? Pretty much just like a general conversation about Wilds. 'Cause I would definitely like to talk to more people about about Wilds. Definitely with the Monster Hunter, fans. Because to me, it definitely is a good game. For me, I would give it a 8 out of 10, just because, like, one point is the PC optimization is absolute dog shit, pretty much non-existent. Kind of just like what From Software does all the time with PC versions. It's just put little to no effort into it. And the other one is just because, like, I'm not that far into the game. So yeah, anything can change with that last one. But we'll see what happens. Definitely got to rush further into this game in hopes that it stays good from the beginning to the end. Because now because where I'm at now, as you can see now, I'm just now progressed into what this white wraith looks like. And it looks like it's a combination of like a Barrieth and that one lightning dragon from Worlds, the one that makes like lightning storms as a special ability. That's what it kind of looks like right now. But to give my voice a rest, this is where I'm calling it. Thank you everybody for watching, putting up with my coughing. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video, and I'll try to be making a second video or a stream about this game later in life. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video probably.